Hey, it's Melissa from Kiwibanana, and today I'm going to finally give you a wee tour of the garden, pretty much, of the house that I live in. And I share this house with my landlords, who are my friends. They live upstairs, and we have like our own little self-contained area downstairs. And I've already done a wee video of kind of like a tour of what it's like inside, and I'll leave a link to that down below. But yeah, I'm just going to show you a little bit around the garden. I really like this wee spot, and living in a country like New Zealand, it means that you have much more of an opportunity to actually have a garden and enjoy kind of like being outside with your house instead of being like, I don't know, 30 stories up in an apartment block, or stuck in a warehouse that's got like no room for a garden. So I'm pretty grateful for that, and yeah, I thought I'd just share that with you. To be honest, I'm not going to really tell you like what the names of the plants are. Maybe I could do a video on that maybe another day if you want to know of any particular plants. Just like point them out, maybe like tell me at what minute that you've seen it. But yeah, so I'm going to take you around. I'm sitting at the moment in the kind of like, it's like between the road and the house. The house is behind me. You can see like all the washing and stuff. Like, this is like the bottom floor. And so we got like a really nice sort of like grass area. So this is the house here. So at the moment I'm kind of like in the really front part of like in between the road. So I'm sorry if it's a bit noisy. So we'd call it the jungle. So I see if you can see it in there. It's quite cool. It's kind of like just keeps it really sheltered, kind of like a privacy area, I guess, from like the public and the cyclists. There's always a lot of cyclists on this road, which is really, really cool. It's good to see people using their bikes in a beneficial way. Should I say using transport? That's much easier on, I guess, on the environment. So yeah, so I'll walk through. It's the front. The jungle carries on further and further. I'll take you down the footpath. So this is like the front of the house. You can see it's like all the steps that we have down there. It's the road. That's quite sort of like sheltered in here. It's the green bin. Gosh, Melissa, get your colours right. You just put like composting sort of scraps in there. We also have a composting bin way out the back, and I'll show you that soon. And I wanted to share a wee fun fact with you. Don't know what's going with this light, but I hope you're working with it. So this plant here is, we call it like a cabbage tree. I'm not sure what like the Latin or scientific name is, but my landlord told me today that you actually can't burn it because it doesn't burn. And apparently people used to make chimneys out of that wood. So now I'm like right outside a little area that I would like use as my garden, but as you can see, it's a little bit overgrown and it's been abandoned a little bit, so I'm going to need to get on top of that. But yeah, it's actually got quite a bit of edible weeds in it, and I'll chuck a bit of like dandelion greens and my smoothie and stuff like that. So it's not like there's nothing in there that I can't eat. Doesn't look visually appealing to what most people think that their garden should look like, I guess. This is another one of my little gardens that I use, and it's actually made out of an old bathtub. So there's an old bathtub underneath the ground there, and then they've just put some like wood around it. Yeah, and I've planted all sorts of stuff in there. Like, I haven't planted things in there for a while, but like some of it has seeded and then replanted itself again. So obviously there's more like dandelions, and then we've got like bok choy. There's a bit of kale and that in there. Alright, so these are some raised beds that the landlords, my friends, have made, and they plant quite a bit of different veggies in there, and it gets a good amount of sun, and there's even they have covers on them, so when it's really cold or there's like frost, you just put the covers over, helps protect them. And there's even like they've even got like their own little watering like sprinklers and that they can turn on, so when it gets really hot in the summer and stuff. So this is like a kayak, and landlords used to be really really into kayaking, and they still do a bit of it sometimes. They even have like their own kayak mold, so they can make kayaks, and they've done actually quite a bit of water sports throughout the years and really into getting into the outdoors, so they're really cool people. Oh, it's quite sunny here. So this is like another area with got plants in it. Some of them are edible, some of them are just for I guess the visual appealingness to it. And yeah, some like seats in there. I don't really sit in there too often. I don't think I ever have actually. And they've actually got quite a bit of like spring onions and stuff in there at the moment. Quite a lot of sort of veggies. Okay, so now I am up now where the grapevine is. So if I put the camera up, so I think the grapes are all just pretty much about done for the season. It's autumn here, so now I'm going to take you all the way up the back to the compost bin. Okay, so this is the compost out over there. You can see, won't take you to like zoom up in on it because you can see all the food and that's in there, and you might not want to see that. But yeah, so this is just a nice little sort of spot. There's lots of like lemon and lime and lemonade trees up here. There's also quite a lot of mushrooms growing at the moment. My partner seems to think that they were magic. I beg to differ. They're most likely poisonous. They didn't go purple. It's not a good idea. So yeah, so that is, that's pretty much my garden tour of, of the house that I live in. And I'll show you some of the view actually. So this is some of the view from way at the back of the house. This is the shed just down here. Yeah, I mean it overlooks a lot of just like farmland mostly, and the balcony on the second story has a really nice view. We've got to see some really nice sort of pink skies at the end of the night. But yeah, so that basically concludes the garden tour. Let me know if you've seen any plants that you want to know what they are. Have you done a video of what your garden looks like? Do you have a garden? Do you wish you had a garden? Let me know in the comments section down below. And I hope you've done something that makes you happy today. See ya!